Seeing you in the yellow no contact this fall, what are you just kind of dealing with right now?
Just a minor injury that I had, kind of started in the fall and then kind of came back in the spring. So, but I'm really close to being back.
No worry that you're gonna miss the season opener.
Gotcha. I should practice full, hopefully within a couple of days.
Okay. So obviously you're working with a new number one safety this year, in Hunter. What's he just bring to the table, and maybe how does he help complement your skill set back there?
Yeah, I mean, Hunter, he's young, but I mean, he's a guy who could have gotten more reps last year. Like, he was ready to go. Playmaking, physical. I mean, he kind of has all the tools. He just needs to kind of put it together. Playbook is there, and just like now he just needs reps. So I'm excited to kind of see him as he works through the season. He's going to continue to grow and grow and grow, and he's going to be a big time player for us.
You don't see many true freshmen kind of getting their feet wet in this defense, and burn their red shirts. Even though they're not starters.
Yeah.
How did you just kind of see him approach Big Ten football for the first time, coming straight from high school?
He was really mature coming in. He kind of clicked with me, Scotty, and Colin. Him and Owen are really good friends. We were all kind of good friends. So he was always around us, and we would always talk football. So he was kind of there, like, learning from us. And we'd always tell him, just like, be ready. I kind of shared my story. I mean, as a redshirt freshman, I played in Northwestern game, and I was in, so just things can move so fast. We were always kind of in his ear, like, hey, be ready, be ready. Coach Center likes you, like, you can play. So he was just mature in that sense, and he knew he could play right away, so he was just always ready.
Now with Travion, how much do you just kind of feel for a guy like that who looks like he's on the verge of finally getting his chance here, and now he's got to come back from a torn ACL?
Trey, I mean, it hurts. Trey's my grade. We were kind of looking forward to both our senior years, like, playing together, and that's someone who I always carry with me when I'm out in the field. He can't play, but I'm always kind of playing for him and myself. But I mean, it's just a terrible situation for him, and he's rehabbing right now, and he's coming back, and excited to see what he does, but it hurts.
Jay was kind of talking about it, but he felt like the secondary just has kind of been really cohesive this fall, and he talked about the chemistry.
Yeah.
Did that surprise you, given that it's a bunch of guys that haven't played together, and a bunch of guys from a bunch of different schools that have come in too, specifically at cornerback?
Yeah.
And how did you guys just maybe accomplish that in the off season to get where you could hit the ground running here in fall camp, and maybe you don't anticipate many hiccups early in the season?
Yeah, I mean, spring ball helped a lot. They all got in for spring ball, and we played really well in spring ball together. So I think that kind of started it. And in the summer, we just kind of grew closer. Summer's a grind. We work out every day, hard workouts, and I think that just is really good for, like, bonding together. And then Coach Center does a really good job of just mixing together personalities. He knows everyone's different. He lets everyone be themselves, and I think he kind of starts it at the top. But yeah, we have mixed really well, and so far so good. So I'm excited to see what happens.
Aside from you, fans aren't going to recognize, at least casual fans aren't going to recognize, any of those names back there.
Yeah.
What do you think you have in that secondary room?
I think we have a lot of playmaking ability, a lot of savviness, and just, like, I would say, like, quote unquote veterans, right? I'm a fifth-year guy. Jay Shaw, fifth, sixth-year guy. Cedric, JC, all those guys. Alex Smith. I mean, we just have a lot of older guys who are ready to play, and either the transfers or it's like me and Alex, we've been waiting our time to be the starter, be the guy. So I think we all kind of have a little chip on our shoulder. So it's going to be an exciting season for us.
Why do you think this defense has remained elite during your time here? Obviously, you guys have to replace a lot from last season, but that's not different from most seasons here. But the numbers keep trending well nationally. I
mean, the reason's Jimmy Leonard. That guy's a genius. Obviously, everyone knows it. And then there's just kind of like a pedigree or an expectance to, like, we're expected to carry on that tradition, right? So I mean, like, Scotty, Colin, they've been texting me, Jack Sanborn, guys like that. How you guys doing? This, that, and that. Like, they think we should be just as good as last year, right? So I mean, I kind of have that in mind, like, we can't let them down. So I think kind of that, along with Jimmy and the scheme that he runs, I mean, it's a perfect match.
Is that anything talked about in the preseason? Like, there's a standard on this side of the ball. This is what we need to do year in and year out. I mean, or is it just something
more like
that's
an unsaid
left
thing where it's just like, this is who we are. Like, this is what we do. And I mean, they're gonna rip into you. They're gonna get on you if you're not on the details. And it may slide other places, but, like, here, like, that's what we need to be great. That's our edge, our defense, being perfect. So I think just, like, kind of that's the standard we're held to. So it's kind of an unspoken thing of, like, we are going to be good because that's who we are.
And one of the biggest question marks on that defense is going to be the inside linebackers, given that you have to replace Jack and Leo. I know you're not out there watching them when you're on the field, but from
No,
what you know about those guys, what do you think? The potential of that room can be with those new faces.
I mean, we see them in film every day. Coach Leonard does a really great job, like pointing them out. They're all playing really well, in my opinion. Playing fast, understand things. Tate, guy's been here for a while. Jake Chaney playing fast. Jordan Turner, and then Muma is another guy who wasn't really expected to, but he has been playing really well, making a lot of plays. So all four of those guys have been really exciting. And Brian Sanborn, kind of a younger guy, but he stepped up too. So it's really exciting. I like it.
And Jay Shaw, cornerback, obviously brings a lot of experience, was an all Pac-12 guy. Mm-hmm. How does he potentially make your defense better?
Yeah, I mean, he's just so consistent. See it day in and day out, getting out of breaks, good eyes, just knowing things like that. I mean, he's been really consistent. So I think that's just a piece for us. Like, consistency at corner is huge. Can't have let-ups in the corner. You need to be perfect every play. Not perfect, but really good every play. So I think that's something that he can bring to our defense, is just consistency and a playmaker.
What's this